Melissa, thank you so much for this opportunity to speak with you. It's been a couple of months now. Can you just convey to us the emotions that you're feeling today?
Well, time does heal. It's only been a couple of months, but
Yeah.
I've been very busy and made myself busy, and I'm not the first, unfortunately, to lose a son or a daughter or a loved one to this this addiction. Um, I've done a lot of soul searching, and our family has come together and grieved and healed. So you go one day at a time, and you get through the grief, and you get to the healing.
As best you can, and there's no rule book, and everybody has to just find their way. And you've been fortunate in that so many people have reached out to you with their love and their support and their understanding, and you've taken your time to speak. Why is this moment? What is it about this moment that you're able to come forward, and what is it that you want to share?
Well, I have received so much goodwill. I feel that I can feel what I've put into the world, and that really is a great comfort to me. I got such an outpouring of condolences and love, and that really does mean a lot. It's a comforting thing. It really is. This moment, where this is a crazy moment in our world, in our humanity right now, and to go through an extra layer of grief and feeling during this time is extra intense, and I do best when I'm of service. I do best when I'm entertaining. I feel best when I'm giving and receiving that energy back. And so I wanted to continue, and we've got a thing called EtheridgeTV that we did. We built this studio in the last couple months when this is the studio that grief built, and it's something that feeds me. And so I wanted to come back to the world and say thank you for your thoughts and your prayers and your feelings and your sending of love to me and my family. And I would like to walk this walk now of what's next, which is helping, which is reaching out, which is we have the Etheridge Foundation, which I'm very, very intense about raising funds for research into what we can do with this disease, this scourge that takes so many of our young people and of so many people every day. Just as many that are dying of the coronavirus are dying of opioid addiction also, and that's every year. So this is something I want to bring a light to, something maybe I can help move forward into more understanding and more healing.
It's a mission that I'm sure that you hope will honor your son. And as you said, this is something that many families from all walks of life, this type of addiction. And you said how you really moved us, Melissa, when you admit it. You said you wish there was more that you could have done, should have done. And families feel that way. And knowing that now your son is not in that pain, can you just kind of describe for folks who are going through this, what is it like as a mother to watch a child struggle as your son did?
As a parent, you know your children have their own lives and they make their own choices, but you just can't help but feel responsible, of course, for them. You want to make sure they eat. You want to make sure they are fed, clothed, and understand the boundaries of society, and can move forward. And when you see one start to struggle, you go through so many things. And I know families do this. You go through what can I do to help them? Then you go through wait a minute, I'm doing too much. I don't want to enable this. They need to find themselves. They need to fall so they can get back up. And then you go away, and then you come back, and there's just no answer to it. There's no one thing to do that's gonna feel right, because it's all wrong, because your child is suffering and suffering and suffering, and he loved to snowboard, and that's where he broke his ankle, and that's what started the whole downward spiral of this of painkillers. And then a young adult start, they don't tell the truth, and so you don't know where you are with it. And I tried to help, I tried not to help, I tried to help, I tried to you do everything you can because you're a parent. And then if they do pass, if they never get out of that hole and they perish, you think, what could I have done? Could I have done more? Or did I do enough? And there has to be a place where you think, of course I did everything I could. I loved him. I loved him. I loved him. And there's just a place where you have to start loving yourself and start going, he made these choices, and he was a young adult, and he made these choices, and I couldn't save him. Only he could save him. And, the choices were there, and now he's out of pain, and, he's around us in that non-physical. So there you go.
You feel his spirit, I'm sure that you do. And you said being in the studio has helped you in the healing process. What is it about music? What is it that so many of us, it just feeds our soul, we draw such comfort from? What is it about it for you?
I tell you, Robin, there's something about singing. There's something about opening the soul. It's got me through everything. It got me through being different in the world. It got me through cancer. It got me through healing. It gets me through this, because to reach into your soul and open your voice and that part of you that expresses music, it's such a gift. I'm so grateful. So many people throughout my life have said, your music gets me through this. Your music got me through that. And I now am using my music to get me through this. So I can't explain it, but it's a healing thing, and I'm so grateful that I can do it. When the pandemic started and we all had to shelter at home, especially here in California, I started doing free from home concert, and I did it for 58 days in a row until Beckett passed away. Then I stopped. And then my wife and I came out here to our garage. This is our garage. And we just started, we started creating. And every day it was so healing. We would come out here, we would put things up, we would put lights up, we would clean, we would, get the music together. And I learned technology. I learned sound and lights and camera and computers and everything that I'd always had a crew to do. And my wife, of course, Linda, who's in television, she between the two of us, we put together 5 days a week. We were on EtheridgeTV at 3 o'clock p.m., 6 o'clock Eastern. And you can subscribe, or you can buy a ticket to each show. And there's 3 live concerts, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And then there's 2, we call them chat shows, which are fun, and my wife and I talk. And on Fridays we watch old videos and old home movies of concerts and stuff that I have, and it's just a way to connect with. It's a way to connect with people, and it's of course healing for me, but mostly to connect with my fans. And because all over we're still isolated, and it's starting to get hard on us. It's one thing that I think really contributed to Beckett's passing, is that he had nowhere to go. He couldn't get on his skateboard and go to the skateboard park. They were closing those. So there's people who are still suffering, and I want to give them relief in this crazy world that we have right now. And so every Tuesday through Saturday, it's Etheridge TV, EtheridgeTV.com.
We'll be tuning into that. Tell us more about Beckett. Tell us more about your son.
Beckett he had a incredible sense of humor. I called him my mountain man because he loved to be outdoors. He was rugged. He loved snowboarding. He loved skateboarding. He was working out with the Aspen snowboard team. I mean, he was seriously good. And when he broke his ankle, a part of him broke because it really broke his dream. And he was also very sensitive to people, to life, to the injustices in life. He felt very intensely about everything. And in the last few months, he became someone I didn't know. The drugs turn you into that. They really change your personality. It's helped me with connecting people who have known people who've gone through this, because just to know that that's not them. In the last couple months, it was the drugs that really changed him. So he made a lot of really, really stupid choices, and he just put on a false bravado, and the drugs made him just do some crazy things in those last couple of months. So I like to think about him, his life before that, and what he was like.
Yes, and know that the latter part, that was not him at all.
No.
Which one of your songs, lyrics in particular, has helped you gain strength during this time? What song or lyric from yours?
Oh, there's a song I wrote actually after my father passed back in the 90s. I wrote a song called Talking to My Angel.
So don't be afraid. Close your eyes.
That was about connecting to those who have passed, to the non-physical, and I've been talking to my angel, and he says that it's all right. It's a way of self-soothing that I can draw on.
It's gonna be all right.
Wow, you just gave me chills. You absolutely gave me chills just hearing you with those lyrics. And thank you, Melissa Etheridge. Bless you. And thank you for your strength, your resilience, your willingness to share in hopes of helping others, doing what my mama used to say, make your mess your message, getting outside of yourself and being of service to others, which you are doing with your foundation, which you're doing with Etheridge TV. I can't wait to tune in and to see you. And I'm glad you called it a chat show, not a talk show. It's all about chatting.
We're just
and
chat.
just the dialogue. Yeah, that's right.
Just
as it should.
Having a dialogue. Oh, sister, I love you so much. I miss you so much, Robin.
Love you. Yeah, and I'm telling you what, if you're playing a video from your old concerts, I'm gonna look and see if I can see myself in the mosh pit or something, because I was a groupie there for, oh my gosh, I lost count how many times I saw you in concert, and it was like seeing you for the first time each and every time.